Today we're talking about something that gets thrown around a lot on the internet, passive income. And I want to be completely straight with you from the start because there's a lot of BS out there about this topic. First, let me tell you what passive income is not. It's not a magic button you push to get rich overnight. It's not doing nothing and making millions. And it's definitely not passive from day one. Here's the real deal. Passive income is money you earn with minimal ongoing effort after you've put in significant upfront work. The passive part comes later. You're basically building a system or asset that continues to generate income after the initial heavy lifting is done. I'm going to share 10 legitimate ways to create passive income streams. For each one, I'll tell you what it really takes to get started, the honest pros and cons, and who it's best suited for. No fluff, no unrealistic promises, just the truth. Let's dive in. The first method is dividend investing, and this is probably the most traditional form of passive income. How it works: you buy stocks in established companies that pay dividends. Basically, they share a portion of their profits with shareholders. You get paid regularly, usually quarterly, just for owning the stock. The real talk: this requires capital up front. You need money to invest before you can make money. A realistic dividend yield is around 3 to 4% annually. So if you invest $10,000, you might make $300, $400 per year. It's not going to replace your income overnight, but it compounds over time. Pros: truly passive once set up, relatively stable with blue chip dividend stocks. Can reinvest dividends to compound growth. Cons: requires significant capital to generate meaningful income. Stock prices can fluctuate. Dividends can be cut if companies struggle. Best for people who have savings to invest and are patient enough to let it grow over years or decades. Getting started: open a brokerage account, research dividend aristocrats, companies that have increased dividends for 25 plus consecutive years, and start with index funds or ETFs that focus on dividend-paying stocks if you're a beginner. Method 2, rental properties. Real estate rental income is the classic passive income strategy. But let me be clear, it's not as passive as people think. How it works: you buy property, rent it out, and collect monthly rent that ideally exceeds your mortgage, taxes, insurance, and maintenance costs. The real talk: this requires substantial upfront capital, usually a down payment of 20 to 25%. You'll also deal with maintenance issues, tenant problems, and vacancies. However, if done right, it can generate solid monthly cash flow while building equity. Pros: can provide steady monthly income. Property appreciates over time, tax benefits through depreciation. You can use leverage mortgage to control a valuable asset. Cons: not liquid, you can't quickly convert it to cash, requires property management skills or paying a property manager, which eats into profits, maintenance, and unexpected repairs. Bad tenants can be a nightmare. Best for people with significant savings, good credit, and either handyman skills or enough cash flow to hire property managers. Getting started: start by house hacking. Buy a duplex. Live in one unit, rent the other. This requires less money down and lets you learn the landlord game with training wheels on. Method 3, create an online course. This is one of my favorites because it leverages your existing knowledge. How it works: you create a comprehensive course on something you know well, upload it to platforms like Udemy, Teachable, or Skillshare, and earn money whenever someone purchases or watches your course. The real talk: the upfront work is significant. You need to plan curriculum, record videos, create materials, and market it. But once it's live, it can sell for years with minimal updates. Pros: low overhead costs, just your time and maybe some basic equipment. Unlimited income potential, helps establish you as an expert in your field. Cons: saturated market in popular topics. Initial time investment is huge. We're talking 100 plus hours to create a quality course. Marketing is crucial and ongoing. Platforms take a cut up to 50% on some. Best for people with expertise in a specific area, teaching ability, and basic tech skills for recording and editing. Getting started: validate your idea first. Survey your audience or check if people are asking questions about your topic online. Create a mini course or free content to test interest before investing massive time. Pro tip: start with one platform to learn the ropes. Udemy is beginner friendly because they have a built-in audience, but you have less control over pricing. Method 4, write and sell ebooks. Similar to courses, but for people who prefer writing over video. How it works: write a book on a topic people want to learn about, self-publish on Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, and earn royalties on each sale. The real talk: most self-published authors don't make much money, but if you can produce quality content in a niche with demand, it can generate income for years. Pros: low barrier to entry. Anyone can publish on Amazon. No inventory or shipping. Can publish multiple books to create multiple income streams. Cons: extremely competitive market. Marketing is crucial and often ongoing. Most books make less than $500 total. Amazon takes a significant cut of royalties. Best for people who enjoy writing and have knowledge to share in specific niches. Getting started. Research profitable niches on Amazon. Look for topics with demand but less competition. Don't write a generic book on weight loss. Write keto meal prep for busy nurses working night shifts. Specific sells. Method 5. Create a blog or YouTube channel with ad revenue. This is the long game, but it can pay off significantly. How it works. Create consistent content that attracts an audience, then monetize through ads, sponsorships, and affiliate marketing. The real talk. This takes time, usually 6 months to 2 years before you see meaningful income. You need to post consistently and provide real value. But once you have a library of content, older posts and videos continue generating income. Pros. Can scale significantly. Multiple revenue streams possible. Ads, sponsorships, affiliates, products. You own the asset. Low startup costs. Cons. Takes a long time to build. Algorithm changes can tank your traffic. Requires consistent content creation initially. Burnout is common. Best for people who genuinely enjoy creating content and have the patience to play the long game. Getting started. Pick one platform to focus on. Blog or YouTube, not both initially. Choose a niche you can talk about for 100 plus episodes without getting bored. Consistency beats perfection. Commit to posting regularly for at least 1 year before judging success. Revenue reality. With YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to monetize. A channel with 100,000 views per month might make 500, 2,000, depending on the niche. Finance and business content pays more than entertainment. Method 6. Affiliate marketing. This is recommending products and earning a commission on sales. How it works. You sign up for affiliate programs, promote products through content, blog, YouTube, social media, and earn a percentage when people buy through your unique link. The real talk. This works best when combined with content creation. You need an audience first. The people making serious money have spent years building trust with their audience. Pros. No product creation needed, no customer service, no inventory. Can earn while you sleep once content is created. Cons. Requires an existing audience. Commissions can be cut or programs shut down. Reliant on third parties. Can damage credibility if you promote bad products. Best for people who already have an audience or are building one through content creation. Getting started. Don't promote products just for money. Recommend things you actually use and believe in. Amazon Associates is easy to start with, but commissions are low, 1 to 10%. Look for niche affiliate programs in your industry. They often pay 20 to 50% commissions. Method 7. Create an app or software. If you have technical skills, this can be extremely profitable. How it works. Develop an app, software tool, or plugin that solves a problem. Sell it as a one-time purchase or subscription. The real talk. This requires either coding skills or money to hire developers. But if you solve a real problem, it can generate income for years. Pros. Scalable. Selling to one person or 1 million costs basically the same. Can sell for high prices if it's B2B software. Subscription models create recurring revenue. Cons. High upfront time or money investment. Technical maintenance required. Competition from bigger companies. App Store fees. Apple takes 30%. Best for developers or entrepreneurs with capital to hire developers and a clear problem to solve. Getting started. Start simple. Look for gaps in existing tools. Create a plugin or simple tool before building a complex app. Validate the idea by talking to potential customers before building anything. Method 8. License your photography, music, or art. If you're creative, you can earn royalties from your work. How it works. Upload your photos to stock sites like Shutterstock, music to licensing platforms like Audio Jungle, or designs to print-on-demand sites. You earn money each time someone licenses or buys your work. The real talk. Individual sales are small, often pennies to a few dollars. But with a large portfolio, it adds up. The key is volume. Pros. Truly passive once uploaded. Work can sell repeatedly, multiple platforms possible. You retain ownership in many cases. Cons. Low income per sale. Extremely competitive. Need high-quality work. Platforms take significant cuts. Trends change. Best for photographers, musicians, and artists already creating work who can repurpose it for passive income. Getting started. Don't expect this to be primary income. Upload your best work to multiple platforms. Research what sells. Business-related images outperform artistic shots on stock sites. Consistency matters. Upload regularly. Method 9. Peer-to-peer lending. This is essentially becoming the bank. How it works. Platforms like Prosper or Lending Club let you lend money to individuals or businesses. You earn interest on the loans. The real talk. Returns can be 5 to 10%, which beats traditional savings accounts. But there's real risk. People default on loans. Pros: higher returns than traditional savings. Passive once invested. Can diversify across many loans to spread risk. Cons: risk of default. You can lose money, not FDIC insured. Money is tied up, not liquid. Platform fees reduce returns. Best for people with money to invest who understand and accept the risks. Getting started. Start small to learn how it works. Diversify across many loans rather than putting everything in one. Check the platform's track record and fees. Consider this a small portion of your overall investment strategy, not your primary investment. Method 10. Create a print-on-demand business. This is selling custom-designed products without holding inventory. How it works. You create designs for t-shirts, mugs, phone cases, etc. When someone orders, a third-party company prints and ships it. You earn the difference between the base cost and your selling price. Pros: no inventory or upfront costs, no shipping or customer service. Automated once designs are uploaded. Can scale with more designs. Cons: low profit margins. Competitive. Quality control issues since you don't handle production. Marketing required. Design skills needed or money to hire designers. Best for designers, people in specific niches with audiences, or anyone willing to learn design tools. Getting started. Use platforms like Printful, Printify, or Redbubble. Start with simple text-based designs if you're not a designer. Focus on specific niches rather than generic designs. A design for dog moms is too broad. Dachshund moms who drink wine is more targeted. All right, so we've covered 10 ways to make passive income. Before you go, here's what I need you to understand. 1. There's no such thing as completely passive income. Everything requires upfront work. Even the most passive streams need occasional maintenance, updates, or marketing. 2. Don't quit your day job. Start these as side projects. The pressure of needing immediate income will make you give up too soon or make desperate decisions. 3. Pick one to start. The biggest mistake people make is trying to do everything at once. Choose the method that matches your skills, interests, and resources. Go deep on that one thing before starting another. 4. Timeline matters. If you need money in the next 3 months, focus on active income, not passive. Passive income is a long-term strategy. Most of these take 6 to 24 months before generating meaningful income. 5. It's okay to fail. Most people's first online course flops. Most blogs don't make money. That's normal. Each failure teaches you what doesn't work. My recommendation: if you have money but not time, focus on dividend investing or rental properties. If you have time but not money, focus on content creation. YouTube, blog, or courses using your expertise. If you're creative, explore print on demand or licensing your work. Start small, stay consistent, and be patient. The best time to start building passive income was 5 years ago. The second best time is today. That's it for this episode. If you found this helpful, let me know which passive income stream you're most interested in pursuing in the comments. And remember, passive income isn't about getting rich quick. It's about building assets that free up your time in the future. See you in the next one.